Yes, madam. Yes, madam. So good evening to one and all present here. It's a brief introduction about our next resource person, Champeshwar Mishra, who presently works as a deputy librarian, Tripura University. It's a central university, Agartala, Tripura. He has over 13 years of experience in library and information science with expertise in setting up state-of-the-art libraries. He has pursued PhD from Sambalpur University along with postgraduate and MPhil in library and information science from Sambalpur University, Odisha, and postgraduate diploma in library and information management PGDLIM from Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. He has qualified UGC NET, University Grants Commission, Government of India, and Andhra Pradesh State Eligibility Test, AP Set, Government of AP. He has credited with 26 research papers published both in national and international level. He has attended more than 37 numbers of national and international conferences, include visits to the University of Malaysia. He has awarded the course Grand Fellowship for Developing Country from ALCTS, a division of American Library Association. His research interest areas are library science, library service and design, library innovation and best practices, library administration and management, library for disabilities, knowledge management, information literacy, TEL, open access and OER, research methodology, etc. Now I hand over the session to the resource person, Mr. Champeshwar Mishra. Sir, please unmute, sir. Sir, you are muted. Thank you.
Am I audible right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kanan, sir, for your kind brief introduction about me. Good evening, one and everybody. And first of all, I'd like to thank Department of English, Saligram Academy of Research and Education, ELTA, Simla Chapter, Cap Cameron Trust, India, Lavender Literacy Club, and RS Rasmin Silvas, the president of Cap Cameron Trust. Sir, I'm really thankful for you that at least you have given me opportunity to speak. And basically, the library says that we have to provide service to everybody. It is not only user, it is not only common user. It should be it may be visual challenge, it may be deep, or it may be any categories. So it is duty of the library to serve all users because it is service for all, inclusive of all. So in that regard, we need to see as a library professionals, we see to every angles. We need to be more innovative, we need to be more creative, so that our users should not suffer. There is a lot of guidelines are there, there is a lot of software are there is a lot of hardware are there, lot of technology are there, lot of policy are there, and Government of India also taking a lot of initiative on that, how to provide good service in all libraries like academies, public, special library, and any other library. So in this regard, I'm very much interested to speak, and this is small about this. This is small introduction about the what as a library professional we should do. So I am very much interested on that in this area because presently we are planning to set up a good library and for visual challenge, and there is a lot of process. Since we are working in the government institutions, there is a lot of processes there. We have to follow a lot of rules are there. But before that, we need to explore different area, how it can be implemented properly with all benefits or with all facility or with all equipments. So before that, I'd like to present my small presentations for your kind information. I'm sorry that I'm due to some technical problem, I'm presenting through my laptop, my mobile. So hold on that. It is visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Is
Yes,
there
sir.
visible? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry because there is a problem in my laptop, so I could not able to do through it. So I'm using my mobile. Okay, and if any convenience, I'm sorry for that. So, so my two-year presentation, I'm going to present what is derivatives, whom we call special able users, why a library was person with derivatives, act and initiative by Government of India, how to plan a library for person with derivatives, infrastructure, hardware, software, challenge that we are going to face while set up a library for visually impaired, and what is the as a library professional what we should do, what are the challenges, and how we can take over that. So this is one of the definition given by United Nations. The disability is the person having long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairment which in interaction with various barriers may hinder their full or effective participation in society only on an equal basis with others. Here the equal basis means equal opportunity for all. As a library professional, all users should get all benefits. It's not that only will put only give facility to the user those who are coming and those who are able to able to come properly, but not we would see all users. So we must see equal opportunity for all, and it is basic and it is definitely in new national education policy. Government has more emphasis on that. So in that regard, you have to given more emphasis to. So whom we call disabilities, seeing, hearing, speaking, or in movement, mental retardation, and mental illness. Here are some I have given. In while we are talking about the in seeing, cannot be who cannot see at all or has no perception of light even with the help of spectacles, has perception of light but has blur visions even after using spectacles, contact lens, etc. A simple test is whether the person can count the fingers of hand from a distance of 10 feet or in good daylight, can see light but cannot see properly to move about independently, has blur visions but no occasion to test if his eyesight would improve after taking corrective measures. So while I talking about the hearing, cannot hear at all, has difficulty in hearing day-to-day conversation speech, or hard, which is hard of hearing. If she or he is using a hearing aids or hearing problem in one are not to be considered as having hearing disabilities. In terms of speech also, speech cannot speak at all, or she or he unable to speak normally on account of certain difficulty linked to speech disorders, able to speak in single words only, or it is not able to speak in sentences. So there are some definitions of movement also. So then what is mental retardation, then mental illness, and any other, and multiple derivatives. So these are some of the definitions given by the United Nations. So they have to think while you are categorizing the users, you have to see the all type of disabled users. So then whom we call blind or visually impaired person. In seeing, there is one of the component of that part, cannot see at all or has no perception of light even with help of spectacles, has perception of light but blurred vision even after using spectacles, contactless, etc. A simple test is that I have already spoke it earlier also. So this is all about the whom we call visual impaired persons as per the definition of the United Nations. Then how we measure the disability of in India in terms of fact and census. So I have put some two and also you to see the fact what census says. While in terms of while you see world disability, the WHO fact it says that person with disability around 15% of world's population, or estimated 1 billion people live with disability, which are the world largest minority as per the census 2011. If you see Indian context, it is census of India report said that is that is 20 that is 20 uh, 6 crore 81 lakh 557 people able all over the country, which include rural and urban people. So it is not only it is, only we can see the only with the people who are staying in rural area they are facing. No, it is covering almost all areas, all I mean different localities. Is it rural or maybe urban? So one of this is disabled profession by type of disability of India. While you are seeing in person or male or female, this is the categorization given in terms of in seeing, hearing, speech, movement, mental retardations, mental illness, any other and multiple disabilities. This is the disabled profession by IS are sex in India. That is in terms of as like the highest is above the 90. Then so this is the figure I have given to just give you some idea on that. Then this is the disabled non-worker by type of major non-economic activities in India. So while we are working in education institution, we should see the education level disabilities like literate, then literate but below primary but below middle, then middle but below matrix and secondary, matrix secondary but below graduate, so graduate and above. Then this is all about the state-wise data as per the 2011 census, where the Nagaland is the highest, and almost all are in the same means ratio. So if you see the figure, then we should see what is library for all, or what we call inclusive library, which is defined by IFLA. In many countries all over the world, access for patrons with disability to use library is not yet available. It is true. Even in India also we are facing the same problem. In most of library in India, though you cannot find a setup of library where we are able to provide all equipments for the disabled people. And even government of India currently facing a lot of to the all education institutions. As a central university, every time we are getting letter to how much services we are providing, what are the equipment we have procured, and how many users come into the library. So all these things we are getting query from the MHRD. So in that regard, if you see the IPLA definition is correctly matching in Indian context also. In order to provide equal opportunity for all library users, it is necessary to look with eyes of this pattern. Yes, because we have to library for all. So we have to see the problem of the users. It is I think the problem of the users, what problem they are facing in a group. Then you need to provide that kind of service to the disabled user. Then the Gazette of India 2016, the Right of Person with Disability Act, if you go through, Government of India added 21 new disability factor along with existing 7, because earlier it was not there. But while the Government of India implement this act, they have increased from 7 to 21. So I am requesting everybody to go through the Gazette. There is a lot of things inside there. You get benefit of what are the rules available, what are the benefit available, from where you get explore, from where you explore different opportunity to get the funds, agencies, how will contact the government, different agency of government. So all in app is everything given. So what are the rights of users? How will provide that? They have provision for secure person. 21 derivative then in then there are a lot of that is not only 2016 Act is available, that is even past also we have a lot of act like Personal Disability Act, Equal Opportunity Protection Right and Full Participation Act 1995, National Trust Act 1999, Mental Health Act 1987, the Liberation Council of India Act 1986, National Policy for Persons with Disability 2006, Right to Education Act 2009, Right of Persons with Disability 2016, which is most important. And right now, you see also incorporate a lot of things from the Act. As a service provider, as you are working not only in the higher institution, also you are working in the college level, also you are working in school level. Also, you have to go through it because the government is giving benefit from their end. Plus, they are pushing the different NGO. Different NGO are registering there, and they are getting fund from the government, and they are providing service to the rural people like public library. Then recently, government has, you might have known, government has started Sugamya Pustakalaya. It is for the disabled people. This it's an online digital library platform that makes accessible content available to print disabled people, and it is launched in 2016. And there is a lot of lot of services available, lot of facilities available through this, and you can download your ebooks, download your formats from this site. For that, you need to go through this site to explore different things. There are and who are the agency, who are the NGO are there, who have registered there. Everything will get from this site. Then who are the key stakeholder of the particular Sugamya Pustakalaya? Like it person with print disabilities, access to DIG form, accessible content creator, user have to access upload chair, content creation by Sugamya Pustakalaya membership. Membership open to university, school, colleges. Public library are one of the prime stakeholders where they can access membership of DIG forums and download books and other informational resources for their users. Publishers can directly contribute accessible version of their publication by availing membership from DIG forum. Those publishers want to contribute to the forums, they can easily get a membership, and they can contribute different format which can be accessible to the disabled users. So there are different initiatives taken by Government of India, like I am different, just like you. Then the Sugamya Pustakalaya, then Accessible India campaign. So this is the little bit initiative taken by Government of India, but Sugamya Pustakalaya is the most focused by Government of India. Then this is a site just I have quoted. You can see there are a lot of things given there, like you can see approx to 6,72,082 books available for downloads. Look, it is high. It's definitely great portal. I can say you can serve the users, and you can download the books. You can download different formats. You can download different software from this platform after taking memberships. So this is all about membership for different users. Like individual also can tag. Then library also can tag. Publisher also can tag. So there is different models available. You need to explore on that. Then this is all about the registration process, like individual end user, how to register. Then as an organization, as a library or a school or university, you can go through this registration process. You'll find that different models are available. You need to go through the model. You can register your name, your institution or your college or your university, and you can avail the membership. After that, you can avail the facility from the site. So after that, I want to discuss what are the limited facility, what are the limited planning or designing you need to do before going for disabled library. Like while we are talking the space, sufficient space in front of the door to allow a wheelchair. Yes, because wheelchair you cannot take a disabled user or a disabled user to the first floor or second floor. That should be somehow in the down with RAM or wheelchair. Should be a wheelchair to or taken by the person is stair and step marked with constructed colors, pictogram signage and findings leading to elevators, well lighted and elevator with buttons and signs in braille and synthetic speech. Elevator buttons reachable from a wheelchair. So this is things you have to think before planning a disabled library. These things need to be highly important because you cannot take a disabled user to the uh, uh, first floor because he or she cannot go. He or she may fall down. So that should be somehow in the down floor, in the ground floor, with immediate access. You should not give a lot of like one door, two door, three door like so, no. It should be properly accessed, and there should not be any hindrance. Then you keep sufficient parking spaces and enlarge signage for the disabled, mark with direction symbols and wayfinding for disabled. Keep parking close to the library entrance for easy access, clear and easy to read sign postings. On obstructed and well lighted access path to the entrance, smooth and non-stiff surface at the entrance, layering at the both side of ramp, entry phone accessible for deaf users. So this is some of the best practice like sufficient parking space, accessible entry, lift and automatic access, lighting levels, flooring, standard furniture, signage, head systems, doorways, corridors, toilets. So this will be like this because you need to uh, specify everything. You need to plan everything accordingly so that you will not face problem in later stage or usually not face problem in the later stage. The signage, wayfinding, key routes, locations, study space, rooms, visual indicators. So this is all about little bit planning. I talk that what is assistive technology. Assistive technology is the technology or any product, instruments or equipments or technology adapt or specific or specially designed for improving the function of a person with a disabilities. So that this again will go for the hardware and software part because right now right I think Sir has I have seen the previous speaker resource person is beautifully spoke about the in IoT. So somehow that thing also it can be easily implemented in terms of giving service to the visually impaired. So in that in that context, assistive technology is most important. In assistive technology you go for infrastructure, go for hardware, go for software. This is the screen reader, screen magnifier, scanning a reading device, learning different solutions, CCTV video magnifier, standalone scanner and reader, digital audio books, readers, speech recognition, this is Dragon. So this is I'm little bit giving an example to give you some idea to what is adaptive or assistive technology. Then what are the softwares or hardwares we require? Like screen, we require a screen magnifier to broaden the screen like Magic, and in that context you have Magic, Zoom Text or Supernova, screen reader for phone or talkback, text to speech TTS, that is English action Sangita, Hindi TTS, Lekha, then Dixon software, Dragon with screen reader, little low visions ads like Pisma, Ruby, Bonita. So there are some this is the area and the right side what I have given. There are the different specifications given like OCR. You can take Crucial 100,000, Zoom XS, KN Abri mobile readers, the scanner, ADR, Sara. The Sara is most frequently using in different sector of visual library while for the user. Braille production systems like Philippi Brailles, WinBrailles, Duxbury, Perkins, Braillers. Then keyboard spelling like talking type features, speaking spellings, and then macro like voiceover. So this is about the common other software like JAX Pro promoting computer independent a combination of scanner and computers. Then Magic Magnification Software Pro software and enlarge the screen because the screen need to enlarge from 2x to 16x up to 16x enable to enable low vision users and the add-on support tool for enhancing visibility. Then Talkative Type Teacher Pro. Talkative Type Teacher Pro help for the blind user with complete guidance and practice lesson for learning keyboard skills and developing typing speeds. Then OBR is a window program that allow blind user to read a single and double-sided layer of braille documents on a standard size of A4 scanners. Then Prisma magnification device for low vision, the color video magnifiers with adjustable camera stand and integral tables that allow a tremendous range of magnification in the convenient size. Zoomax there, then index basic D Belly embouchure. And then Sarah scanner is there. This is just given one some example how it is like optical braille recognition software, then Prisma, Zoomax text reader, index basic D Braille embouchure, then Sarah. So how it look like? I just given some pictures to give you some idea. The government of India has launched one mobile app for the visual challenge user, that is Divyang Sarathi by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India. Then which aim to provide a relevant information pertaining to Act, rules, regulations, and schemes and information about the various outreach institutions in an accessible format. The mobile application Divyang Sarathi is compliant with the principle of UNCRPD for universal access and provision of the right to person with disability act. Yes, that's what I have already spoke you. The Disability Act 2016 is most important. The government and it is mandatory all education institutes to provide different types of the service for disabled users because you have to enable them. They cannot be deprived at any cost. Then there are some free mobile apps for blind and visually impaired people are available, like Share Text, which help to read out loud text from image. Then Talkative Calculator help to read any out of loud any calculations. Tap-Tap-See help to recognize currency. Talkback allow voice overlay of all information on screen. Walkie-talkie navigation app that user know directions. Messages keyboards that help to have larger key and simple to use. Then Scan Live barcoders help for user to identify products and items. Magnify act as a magnifying glass to read small letter text. Then Land and Eye help to use phone camera to make video large. And there are a lot of free mobile, even more than 20 best. I can say there is 20 best mobile apps available for blind and visual challengers. You can try like Access Note, Apple Visions, Arian GPS, Audible, Be My Eyes, Big Reader Clock, Blind Bargains, Blind Square, Color ID, Digit Eyes, Facing Emotions, Ken FB Readers, Kindle, then Learning Alley, Looktel Morning Readers, Magnifying Glass with Lights, Rizmo, Smart Braille, Talking Calculator, Talking Pad, Tap-Tap-See, Visual Braille, BizWiz, Voice Print. So this is the free software available, free mobile app available for blind and visually impaired user where library can install it and provide service support to the visual challenge. This just I have shown some picture of screen magnifier, how it look like. Screen magnifier make the information on the computer screen bigger so that people with low vision can see it. For that, Zoom Text is available. Then Jaw and Window Eyes, how it look like. Screen Reader is the software that uses a synthesized voice to read information from the computer screens. User hit special key combination rather than use of mouse. Then CCTV video magnification is how it look like. Then portable then there are some speech recognition software available where user can install it in the systems and enable the user to This is how the furniture look like. Just I've given an example like if like chair, tables. Then the screen readers. Oh, sorry, repeat it. Then the braille, uh, translation software. Then note takers. Then refreshable braille display. Braille notes, text note icons. Like it helpful to it help for erasable braille display, braille keyboards, word processing, media players, email, direct planner, web browser, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Then standard scanner. The Sara, I think most I've seen Sara is frequently used by the users. Then Duxbury software for Romeo, Julie, and Tiger. Then play IO books like digital audio book that play itself. Bookmark, FFP, RDD, skip by chapter, and this speed control. This is learning software like WY and then widgets and Crucial. Crucial is highly used in India, I've seen, and this how Crucial have. Then this is keyboards. This is all about the pointing device. Like this is ergonomics. This is tools like switch access. The accessory technique for deep and hard hearing. Signal device is there, and the device notify household of even including the telephones, doorbell rings, baby cranks, audio alarms, more via flashing alarm, bed shaker, or vibrating person signaler. This is all the communication device, video communication device, TTY, PCTTY, network TTY carry over telephones. Then in India, there are a lot of institutions set up by the government of India. They have a lot of resources available there. There are a lot of resources available there. Like I was seeing, if you go to National Institute of Visual Handicap Dehradun, you will get a lot of support there. There is a lot of initiative to provide different service to disabled users. Should go through that site, and you get a lot of opportunity there to enable different service to your VLE, because if you approach them, and there is a lot of membership and there is membership facility available there. If you need to take the membership facility facility from them, then after that you can avail the facility like National Institute of Physical Handicap New Delhi, National Institute of Orthopedic Handicap, National Institute of Mental Handicap. So these are the institutions who are taking different initiative to provide disabled service to persons with disabilities. You can see if you go to IIT Bombay's site in Central Library, they have set up one library for disabled. You can see there. Even if you go to TISS Bombay, they have set up a big library for 30 users. I have visited their lab. It is excellent. Every day I've seen there are a lot of users are really users visiting library, and they have perfectly managed the hardware part, software part, and they have specifically given staff to support to the users, and it is a big library, I can say, and they have got support from Tata in this regards. Then what are the challenges you'll be facing while setting up the library? First, lack of knowledge about establishing. Before establishing, you need to explore different opportunity. That because I have given this presentation to give you some idea. You need to get some idea what is the software you require, what is the infrastructure is, how to plan, what is either physically or you go. Also, you can explore site without knowledge. Without your idea, it will be very difficult for you to set up a visual empire library. So you need to explore different type of opportunity given by government of India, given by different NGOs, given by different uh, firms. Then lack of provision of service. Funding is most important. Funding is most important. Suppose if you are going to set up a user for library for 6 or 10 users, you need to get lot of you need to take a lot of funds. So funding, since most of Indian libraries are facing funding issue, you need to fast explore them. I'm not saying that only your institution from your institution you have to take fund. No, you have to approach Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Then you need to approach different NGO who are supporting this type of service, or who are supporting this type of users. Then you need to there is no proper policy or standard available in any institute. You have just your authority tell you need to set up a library. No, first you need to from the policy. Who are the stakeholders who are going to benefit? If I am going to set up a library for 10 users, 6 users, 2 users, how much fund I need to utilize? Whether I am only given to my institution or it can be given to outside people also, that need to be decided fast. So policy and must be decided, standard must be decided. Then sometimes your authority discourage you. You should not be discouraged, because there are other opportunities available. Even without fund, also you can set up a library. I cannot, since I am working in the central government institution, I have a lot of funds I can utilize. But you just imagine those institutions who don't have any money, they have to provide service. In that also you can start your library with limited fund or limited software or limited infrastructures. Then one most important thing, how to provide the content. You need to be more techno savvy. You need to see toward technological innovations. What kind of new technology are coming? Whether it can be incorporated for service delivery. The lack of consultation involvement, lack of data evidence, and awareness is very less on understanding derivatives. Because most of the people don't have awareness of what is derivatives. Your authority tell you just go and set up a library. Immediately you should not run. You have to see. Suppose I am working in an institution having 2,000 users. I should not set up a library of 10 or 20 users, because I have to see how many. You have to first make a survey how many users you have in your institution, and whether only you are giving service to your users or you are giving service to the other. That you need to see. So proper awareness you should have. And this is the strategy you need to follow. You setting up a right mission and goal. What you are going to do, it should be properly in your mind. It should be properly defined. You should be clear on that. Then need assessment. What I already spoke to you. You need to assess the need. How many users you require, for how much fund you require. Whether I require a big room or small room, whether I require a big space or small space. So you have to justify your need first. Then already I spoke the library relation like is there. Cooperation, and you need to cooperate and networking with the different agencies in national and international levels. Work with visually empowered agencies. Then you prepare a content development policy. What content you are going to collect. Whether you are going to collect more digital content, or whether you are going to collect more physical content. Like I'm giving an example of pandemic. Here while pandemic, because it is very difficult for user to come your library, or you are not allowing your user to physically visit, physically access any books, so there is chance of contamination. So in that case, whether you need to focus more that you need to see properly and resource based on your content development policy. Then properly market awareness and promotion strategy among the users. Then one most important thing which is definitely will face while set up library, who is going to going to provide service to the users. Because since you are a library professional, you need to train your staff. You need to develop their competencies through different capacity building like trainings and skill programs. You need to orient your staff. You need to grow your staff, because if for that your authority may not allow you to recruit one particular person to run the library, disabled library. So your staff is your asset. You need to train them through different capacity building programs. So what is next? Explore different means to set up the library for disabilities. That I have already spoke. If you need to set up, if you explore different means like governments, NGO, or any public library also giving you fund, then you need to explore, because budget is a challenge for you. That for that reason you need to explore, and technology also itself is a challenge to you. You have to explore whatever different technology is available. Enough knowledge and physical and technical to set up both, because while set up your library, while you are going to set up the library, you need to develop your knowledge on the infrastructure, hardware and software part. Suppose there are if some tools are available freely, you need to buy it. You can get it freely. Then you need to promote a campaign about necessity of disability library, develop skill in setting up library through capacity building program, explore different funding agency, visit different library with persons with disability. That is highly important. Because I am facing the same problem here. So you need to visit different library. Only sitting it will not help you. You need to see how they are providing service, what is the space they have used, how the system they are using, what is software they are providing, what is the hardware they are providing, how much cost they have spent on that, what is the policy you need to plan, what format you need to follow, how to train your staff. So all that you will get while talking or with visiting a different library. Then there are a lot of websites available. You need to visit the website to get more ideas and implement those as per your necessities. So this is all about I have given this to give you a brief idea about what about what is the necessity of visual challenge library and how we will going to set up along with the infrastructure, hardware, software, then how to plan, then what is the initiative taken by government of India. So this is all about I have given some brief idea to set up the library for a visual challenge user. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for your nice presentation. Participants, if you have any questions or clarification, you can ask now.
Dear participant, feedback form is going to posted in the chat box. Please view it.
Yes, feedback link is posted in the chat box. Now you can use it. Some compliments. Dr. Bhupendra Bansod. He says really a very nice informative session shared to us. I appreciate for it. My suggestion is that these parts should be included in LIS curricula.
Definitely, sir. Yes, it is a good suggestion. I really appreciate the feedback and highly required. Because most of library right now they are not while I have seen the syllabus, they are not putting any content on that. So while we are going to teach the students, you need to put in the syllabus part. Definitely a good suggestion, and I'll definitely incorporate in my future presentations.
Yes, sir. Another question from the same person. There are many problems will arise while giving services to such people. And then Anita Sharma is asking, sir, do government provide any financial aid to library upgradation for special people?
Yes, sir, it is there. because for that you need to go, you need to visit the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment site. From there, and there are different components there. Like they have some component on visual challenge, and they are from there through different agency, through different NGO, they are providing the amount. Even I have seen, if you are working in central government institute, there are some fund is coming, because what I have seen right now, government is uh, uh, asking each institution to what step you have taken to set up such library. So there are some limited funds available. You need to talk with your authority. Even not that, even what I'm telling, suppose you doesn't have any fund, in case also you can do one thing, just set up, just take 2 or 3 computer, just take some audio device and download some audio books. Okay, just download some audio book freely available as per the requirement of the users, and you can guide them to that lab to start from scratch without budget. Also, you can do this thing. But there are government setup. There is central government is there, and even state government is also helping through public library. They are supporting such type of service for the library.
Yes, sir. And Panda sir says, thank you, sir, for accepting our request, and your presentation will be helpful to all the LIS profession.
And thank you very much. I mean, I'm really thankful to all the organizer team, because really it is. I have seen people are taking a lot of initiative. I'm really thankful to all team members, all the stakeholders, to give me a chance to express my idea on Visual Challenge Library, and I'm really thankful to all.
Yes, and important message, Panda sir says, this is also a criteria of NAC, of course.
Yes, sir.
One of
yes.
the criteria.
Yes. Because there are some marks there. I think 4 marks is there. Is there, and
Yes.
it is mandatory right now. Even for central government institution like what we are working in Central University, it is mandatory for us. Even every time we need to
Yes.
support one report every year. What initiative we have taken. So, sir,
Yes.
even presently, you can go to our website, our library, our university website. We have launched our tender for that, because the amount is a little bit high, and we are going to set up a library for 10 users. So there is huge budget is involved there. So we have gone for the tender, and there I have specified. See, I have prepared the tender. I have prepared the EOI. Everything I given there. What should the specification for each equipment I have given, and there are limited agency in India. They are supporting. They are providing such type of service. Like in Mumbai, there are some agencies there. India, even right now, the government of India, GEM put also they are giving some equipment with some minimum rate. So that you need to export. That's why I already spoke to you. You need to explore different options. After that, you should not immediately join for this service. Otherwise everything will be collapsed. So for a beginner, I can say that just set up 2 or 3 computer with some audio device, and just download some ebooks and just guide your user. So suppose in our university we have only 4 or 5 blind users. What we'll do, we'll ask them to first come to visit the lab. Then we'll explain them what problem they are facing. So from scratch, even without budget, also you can start your library. I can say even easily. This will add a point to your NAG also. You cannot say, sir, I do not have budget, I cannot start the library. But not like that. You can start. Even if you go to Shubhanga Pustakalaya, their membership is available. The moment you are taking membership, you'll be getting content free, of course, from their side.
Yes, sir. Few compliments, sir. Sangma says it is such an insightful session. Kindly share the PPT with us, sir. And Anida Sharma, another participant. Thanks to both the speakers. We got enlightening sessions today. Thanks and congratulations to the eminent.
And I am due to my due to some technical issue, I could not able to present this thing through laptop. So I am using my mobile, and I'm sitting inside my home because today is holiday. I could not able to even go to office also. So I am, if any convenience, I'm very sorry for my end.
Okay, sir. You can send it later. Not now. If not now, you can send it later. Sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Participants, any other questions? Yes, Muhammad Azam. Very, very informative lectures have been delivered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
So I think I have finished my session before. So
No, it is almost time.
actually,
Just only 5 minutes left. It is not correctly exactly about taken.
because I'm because no, there are 70 slides. So I thought the moment I start reading slides, then it will go. I will go 2 or 3 hours. So I
Yes.
thought to start. I thought to start to go through immediately without further delay. So I hope I have adjusted with my time.
Yes. I think if no more questions, we can wind up the session. So before winding up, a few more ideas, a few more observations. It was really a nice presentation, sir, from both of the resource persons. Actually, we are all teaching professionals. So normally we do not know much things about the library. Just we go and borrow books. That's all. But you have many ideas and many that are all new to us. Actually, we learned many things from you, sir. So thank you for your nice presentation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Actually, this is what happened. No, actually, this is a special service. So even immediately when I started, because this section I am dealing right now, so I am heading this section right there to set up this library. So you can go to our website. We have given tender there. Even if any agency is there, you can tell them. If you know them, then we can apply for the tender also. Even there, we have given all specifications, everything we have, equipments, everything we have given. So even if you can keep as a reference document in future, anybody going for tender, anybody going for set up some library with a limited font, you can. It will be helping hand for you all people, those who are today in the session. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.